Hey, what's up? It's your boy Chris Martin, and I'm here in my brand new bathroom, and it's off the hook. I'm so glad that I'm super excited about this project. So when I grew up, I had to share a bathroom with like 3 other girls, and one bathroom, 4 people, 3 of them being girls. I barely had time in the bathroom, but now I get this awesome bathroom all to myself, and I'm enjoying it. So this bathroom's actually, it's in my basement. It's right off the gym, and I'm pretty much the only one who uses it, so I'm excited about that. So I designed it with that in mind, just to give you guys a little background. I always wanted a steamer. I always wanted a steam shower. I used to go to a gym just because they had a steam shower, Salem Fitness, and I used to go in there, and I used to be in the steam room, and you got some dude coming in, sitting next to you with his balls hanging out of his towel, and you're like, oh my God, I gotta get up out of here. But now I get to enjoy this bathroom in the comfort of my own home. So there's nothing wrong with that, and I'm super excited about it. So I can't tell you that enough. You're gonna hear me say that a lot. So just to let you guys know, I wanted to put this video out to hopefully give you guys, if you're thinking about doing a bathroom, maybe you can get some ideas, and maybe some of the things that I've done can help you in the bathroom project that you have coming up. So if you're watching this video, definitely subscribe, like it, and I'd appreciate that. All right, so first things first, this bathroom, again, I designed this with just me in mind, no one else. So I wanted it to be like a natural stone looking. I wanted it to feel like I came into a spa when I walked in here. So it's not the hugest bathroom. It's in the basement, so there's no window. So I took those things in consideration. I went with floor to ceiling tile. I wanted it to be different from my other bathrooms in this house. I wanted it to be like that natural stone look. I also went with this awesome, it's called a Soho tile. I got this at Floor & Decor. I got the tile for the walls and the ceiling at Floor & Decor. And we'll talk about the granite curb and the built-in and where I got that. But this tile right here, I really liked, and I had my tile guy do this nice herringbone design like in the middle of it to match up with the built-in. And he did an awesome job. I like my tile grout lines small. I don't like thick tile grout lines, I never did. But this one, so he went small with the tile, the grout line. So if you have a tile guy, or if you're doing them yourself, make sure, you might like big grout lines, and that's fine, but that all comes to play when you're, laying the tile. If you're doing it yourself or hiring someone out, you want to make sure that you're talking about those things. How big are you going to make your tile grout lines? And that's something that, I've learned just from doing it. If you don't tell someone, they're just going to do whatever they want to do. So make sure you tell them if you like small grout lines, dark grout lines, and make sure you get the color of the grout that you want. So for me, I like a little bit of a darker grout. The lighter grout, it gets dirty quicker, and the darker grout somehow kind of like, it brings out some of this, some of the dark tones in the tile. So if you can get a darker grout, I think I went with a cobblestone grout on this tile. So the curb, to me, the curb, the bench, and the built-in, those things set it off. So you can get, I got this stuff, like I said, at Floor & Decor, but the curb, the built-in, and the bench, I actually went to a granite shop and I picked that out from a bunch of slabs of granite that were just lying around. Looks like they just cut them off a big mountain on 95 North. So you're in this granite shop and you can take your sample material of what you chose, you take it there, and you can get the pieces cut from the same piece of granite. As far as a shower curb, the shower curb is that one big piece of granite or marble that you have that lays across the part that you step in on or step over on the shower. So that's the curb. And then when it comes to the built-in and the bench, it's such a beautiful thing if they're like cut from the same piece. It just really sets it off. It's like an outfit that you pick out. For all my people out there that are into fashion, if you pick out an outfit and you're like, oh man, that outfit was hidden right there, and you feel really good about that, that's how I feel about the match that I'm proud of myself of picking out this tile and this granite to match so perfectly. So that's how I feel that how important that is. So if you're doing a bathroom coming up, don't just settle, unless you want to, depending on your budget. You can settle for what's available at your Home Depots or your Lowe's or your Floor & Decors as far as what they have for shower curbs and benches, or you can go to a granite shop and bring your material and match your material up to a piece of granite. You give them the dimensions and they cut all of the dimensions out right from the granite. You tell them how big you want your shower curb, how big you want your bench, what pieces you want. So for these 3 pieces, I got the shower curb, the built-ins right here, and the bench that I'm sitting on. I got them for right around $500. So the floor is always important, right? So in this shower, I wanted something more natural looking, and I wanted it to kind of blend with the walls. So there's these shades of like dark brown mixed with a lighter brown, and they're like these smooth river rocks. I call them river rocks, but they're smooth. They're not like the rounded rough ones. These things are like glass, so super comfortable on your feet, and they look really cool. I wanted everything in this, again, this is my bathroom, so I wanted everything to be kind of on the masculine side. So I went with chrome everything. So the hinges are chrome, the faucets chrome, the handles are chrome on this door, and everything's super sharp though. These things have sharp points on them, like super masculine. You walk by them, you might get cut on yourself. You might need stitches if you scrape that the wrong way. One thing that's super important when you're making decisions on picking material is where your corners are gonna be and how you're gonna handle that. So your corners, they're gonna be rough corners if you're just using regular tile. You can choose bullnose edges to where it's gonna be like that rounded edge on like the corners, or the top, like let's just say you're going halfway up on your wall with tile. That last piece of tile is going to be roughed edges unless you finish it off with a bullnose edge. I like the bullnose edges. It's more like the rounded edge that gives it that finished look. I like that. You could also, they do sell those trim pieces that you put on a top piece of tile that gives it a finished look with that trim that goes all the way across the top. I have used that as well. For this, I wanted it to be as much tile as possible, so I did go with the bullnose edges. So I special ordered the shower heads and the faucet. They're all Delta products, and they all match. So the faucet on the vanity matches the handles and on the shower and all that good stuff. And I got them from FW Web. And they took a few weeks to come in, but because this is not my primary bathroom, I really didn't care. I was like, you know what? I'd rather get something that is a little bit more custom and not something I can just go pick up at Home Depot. So most of the stuff I do just pick up at Home Depot, but for this stuff, I was like, all right, let me make this a little bit special. So I waited a few extra weeks for that, but they actually came in, put them in, wasn't bad. The handles for the showers are chrome, and there's 2 handles. I have one for the temperature and the on and off, and then I have another handle, which is a diverter, which actually it controls the shower head. So I have one shower head on this side, and I have another shower head on this side. The shower head on this side is a handheld. So this is a handheld shower that I can operate as a handheld, or I can put it on this, and it goes up and down, and I can have it serve as a regular shower head. So I can have both of these shower heads on at the same time, or I can have one on and the other not on. So that's what the 2 handles are for there. One's a diverter, and for me, I love it. Most of the time, I'm just using the main shower head. It's not the biggest shower, but it's nice to have this handheld on the side. I talked about the steamer, and I talked about how I always wanted the steamer. I use it at least a couple times a week. So I work out in the basement, and boom, I'm right in here in the steam room, and just to get that little extra weight off me, so I can show those 2 abs that I have, you know what I'm saying? So I'm doing that. This steamer is awesome. It does a great job. The steamer itself, I actually got off of Amazon. I had a friend that had a steamer. I asked him which one he had. There was actually already a steamer here. I just switched it out. So the plumbing was kind of already there, although I switched a lot of that out too. So I got the steamer from Amazon. It has a nozzle that's over here on the bottom of the shower. It has a temperature little monitor in here that senses the temperature. And then it has this cool control panel that's on the outside of the steamer. It's digital, and you can set the temperature and a timer for your steamer. Because this bathroom doesn't have any windows, I wanted to make sure that everything was like sealed tight within this glass enclosure. So everything is, there's never a perfect seal, but it does a really good job at containing the steam. The whole bathroom's not going to get fogged up. It's really going to be contained within the steamer. And then you have this awesome transom that tilts, and it tilts to where you can keep the steam within the shower, plumber. And then when you're done, you can kind of tilt it to where the steam will nicely seep out right here. So I got this vent fan that's pretty high powered. It does a really good job at sucking all the steam out there. Once I hit this transom and tilt it, it really gets all of that steam right out of the vent fan. And it comes with a black light or some sort of light that's supposed to kill the bacteria in the bathroom and stuff like that. So I'm gonna take its word for it, and it makes me feel good that it does that. So I'm gonna believe that it does that. These glass doors are sick. Look at these things. These things are like the icing on the cake. This is literally the last thing that you're gonna do in the bathroom. You're gonna have your glass person come out, make the measurements, and they'll come back out and hang the glass. And they wanna make sure it's tight and everything is in the bathroom before they come back out. So these things cost me around $2,400 for the glass. And that's with the transom, and that's with the chrome, the hinges, everything installed, basically all in. So yes, it's a little bit pricey, but if you want that spa look, I think it's definitely worth it. All in all, this bathroom, I was really trying to keep it in that 10 to 15 range, and I did it. But I did it because I was able to pick out all the material myself. So I picked and choose what made sense for me, what I wanted, and try to budget along the way. But I also was able to pick out the different contractors. So I kind of subcontracted. I got the tile guy, I got the plumber, I got the electrician, and they all did a great job. Yeah, I mean, I was able to kind of stay in the trenches with it. All right, guys, well, hopefully you enjoy this channel. If you have a bathroom project coming up, hopefully this inspired you. Maybe it gave you some ideas. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe right there. I'd appreciate that, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.